Before the video starts, check out my official Discord with the links in the description down below or on the screen right here for mobile users. We are a fast growing community with over 140 members and growing fast with active people within. If you want to join and speak to new people about the anime we all love, or speak to me personally and get custom perks and more, then check out the Major Dragon Discord and join our growing community within the Dragon Force. Now let's get on with the video. Lord Beerus, the god of destruction. The most powerful being in all of Universe 7, one of the most powerful gods of destruction, has now awoken. He was having dreams of a mortal that can give him a true fight, a true rival. He was trying to paint a picture of what it was as he couldn't remember. A Saiyan something, Super Saiyan. As he was speaking to the Oracle Fish and Whis, he finally got it. The Super Saiyan God. That's exactly what he needs. A god to give him a true challenge. He's lacked inspirations and fun for decades. As all this time, he has not had a true rival in millions of years. He's bored. Boredom. Being the strongest, while it has its perks, being the strongest being in the universe, but it's a curse because there's no fun, there's no adrenaline, no fighting. So, Beerus has had this dream, and he will find the Super Saiyan God, no matter what. He would then ask Whis, are there any Saiyans still alive? Did Frieza blow up the planet like I told him to? Whis would explain that yes, there are actually. There's a handful of Saiyans actually on Earth, and one of the Saiyans actually defeated Frieza. This would shock Beerus as he thinks that's interesting. Frieza was one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Maybe that's a Super Saiyan God. Whis would then show on his sphere that this Saiyan has a unique transformation. They call it Super Saiyan 4. This has perked his interest, as this form was not a god form, but it was very powerful. But maybe they might find some answers there, and maybe they might have Super Saiyan God. He doesn't know. So he would then tell Whis that they need to get to Earth right now. So Whis would then state, well, my lord, that will take around 20 minutes. And Whis would say, man, that's a whole Dragon Ball episode. Let's do it. So they would then make their way towards Earth. Now, Goku originally was training on King Kai's world. Let's just say this time around he was on Earth this time. So Goku was enjoying Bulma's 38th birthday party by eating all the food alongside with Vegeta. Now, Beerus would still show up, and he would be searching for the Super Saiyan God. I think initially, Beerus originally got angry because of Majin Buu or Goten and Trunks from the other side of the show, if you guys want to throw that in there. But I think since Goku and Vegeta's there to keep Beerus calm, I don't think he would flip out. And also, he's not as agitated because when he fought Goku, he was kind of disappointed because he thought that Goku was the Super Saiyan God until he kind of two-shot him as a Super Saiyan 3. Well, Beerus here also sees the amazing food, so I think he would try out the food first, but he would explain that he is here to fight the Super Saiyan God. And he's not leaving until he gets it. If he doesn't get it, he'll blow up the Earth. Now, Goku initially would then ask Shenron in his head what's a Saiyan God. Shenron would then explain to Goku everything about it. So Goku doesn't really need to make Beerus wait that long. He would explain to Beerus that there is no Super Saiyan God, but you can make one. You need 5 Saiyans with righteous hearts to give their energy into another, and then they would then become a Super Saiyan God. And Beerus says, perfect, let's do it right now. Now, Goku, knowing Goku, he would want to try fighting Beerus as a Super Saiyan 4 first, as this is just how Goku is. And Goku asked Beerus if that's okay, as Beerus actually would accept. The reason why is because he didn't fight Goku before, and Super Saiyan 4 actually looked pretty interesting. He wants to see how this non-god form would handle his power. So Goku would then go Super Saiyan 4. And what about Vegeta? Now, just to mind you though, Vegeta is still kind of overcoming his fear of Beerus. He's very terrified of Beerus' power. So Vegeta actually would not challenge Beerus up front. The only reason why he did is because he hit Bulma. Well, this time around he never hit her. So Vegeta would not have a reason to go apeshit and go attack Beerus. So Goku would then go Super Saiyan. He would try hitting Beerus. That doesn't do anything. Super Saiyan 2 doesn't do anything, obviously. Beerus is getting annoyed. This is not the ape-looking form that he was in. Now, Goku, would he have Super Saiyan 3? You could say so because Vegeta was even able to unlock it, but what's the point of him having it? Super Saiyan 3 is a pretty useless transformation. It has a decent power-up, but the stamina is horrendous on that form. And you can't fight in there for long. And Super Saiyan 4 is 10 times stronger plus than Super Saiyan 3, and it has no real stamina drain, so why would he need Super Saiyan 3? Well, Goku would then go Super Saiyan 4. Now, this is what Beerus was talking about. Now, in terms of power scaling, you can jump around the characters all you want. As it's been a few years, they've gotten a lot more powerful over this time. Now, in terms of power scaling, Goku has gotten much stronger. As I would say in terms of power levels, I would say as a Super Saiyan 4, he's around the power levels of Vegito, maybe a little bit higher, which shows you how strong he is. But of course, even Goku stated that even a fusion between him and Vegeta as Vegito, or even Gogeta, since Goku knew the fusion dance, apparently that was canon, now in the Broly movie, would not beat Beerus. So, unfortunately, though Goku was very powerful as a Super Saiyan 4, Beerus was pretty impressed. It would take a few more hits to kind of beat Goku, but Beerus was holding back. So, Goku would have lost that match, and Beerus would have easily won. So Goku was knocked out of a Super Saiyan 4 state, but he wasn't unconscious, and Beerus states that was pretty impressive, but unfortunately, not what I'm looking for. Now, you're wondering too, if Goku and Vegeta's Super Saiyan 4 is that powerful, since Vegeta is comparable to Goku, well, why don't they just fuse into Gogeta? Because I explained before that the last time that they fused, they were a little bit weaker than Super Saiyan God Goku. So if they fuse now, they would actually be around Super Saiyan God Goku's power. Well, Goku, even he knows, he went over this in his head, that the fusion only lasts a few minutes. He doesn't think that would be enough time to fight Beerus. And not to mention, too, they can't sense energy. So what are they going to do? Now, to make this form as strong as possible, they're all going to go back to their base forms, turn Super Saiyan, and give Goku the power. I know some people would probably want to like mix the God Ki with Super Saiyan 4. Could that be possible? Maybe. So what we're going to do is do something a little different in this What If. As Goku explains that you need 5 Saiyans of Righteous Hearts to give you their energy. While the original Saiyans that did to Yamoshi were not Super Saiyans, they were in base form. So what if they go into their highest form, as long as it's Super Saiyan related, not Mystic or their potential Unleashed forms, and they give it to Goku? Well, Super Saiyan 4 is good for Vegeta, even though it was a potential unlocked by Piccolo, but it's still a Super Saiyan transformation. So Vegeta would let Goku take this one, as Vegeta still has a little bit of a griping fear of Beerus, but so Goku would instantly jump in. So they were all in their max forms. You would have Goten Trunks, Gohan's in Super Saiyan 2, Goten Trunks in Super Saiyan. Then, of course, you would have Pan and Videl. Videl was still pregnant with Pan, so that's all good to go. And yeah, then you have Vegeta as well. So Vegeta was also in Super Saiyan 4, because Goku believes that the higher Super Saiyan form that you're in, the stronger it can be. Now, I know that's not confirmed. It's not in the canon version. But if you think about it, the original Saiyans were only in base form, same with Yamoshi, so they were able to unlock Super Saiyan God, while Goku and his friends turned Super Saiyan, and he unlocked Super Saiyan God. As long as they're still in Super Saiyan, and it's a Super Saiyan transformation, why can't they just unlock it? You just need 5 righteous Saiyans to give their energy to them. So I believe that they could have gone up further. Now, would this have made the God Ki stronger? I think so, because they're giving him his energy. So Vegeta would have transformed into Super Saiyan 4, which is already massive, and they would have given Goku his energy while he's in a Super Saiyan 4 state. Goku would then begin transforming. Now, the God Ki would then mix around with the demonic energy and, of course, with the Super Saiyan 4 power, and it would make something very unique. When the energy dissipated, Goku was now a Super Saiyan 5. I know. Goku unlocking God Ki pushed the Super Saiyan 4 power past its limits. And mixing God Ki with Super Saiyan 4 creates Super Saiyan 5. Beerus was very interested in this power because it has God Ki and he can see it. Now, this could very well be possible for Super Saiyan 5. Since Super Saiyan 4 is canon, they could make in the far future Super Saiyan 5, which would be sick because it is plausible. Since Super Saiyan 5 is not canon anyway, same as Super Saiyan 4 used to be in GT. A really cool way to actually make Super Saiyan 5 is if I've seen some people state that if you mix it with Ultra Instinct, but I don't know how they would do that because that's his own form in itself and his own technique. But imagine if you mixed God Ki with Super Saiyan 4. That could make a hybrid and make Super Saiyan 5. That was my thought process for making Super Saiyan 5 be as realistic as possible, not just he just evolved the form. I like to think that Super Saiyan 4 is pretty much the pinnacle of how high you can go with Mortal Ki. Now, if you mix in God energy with it, you can make Super Saiyan 5. Now, we all want to know, how powerful is this version of Goku? Well, in terms of power scaling, he is way stronger than he was as an original Super Saiyan God. As remember, every one of the cast of all the 5 Saiyans are stronger than the original, except for Videl. But Goku here is way stronger. He's in Super Saiyan 4. And you're mixing God form on top of that. Yeah, Goku's busted. Very powerful. Now, in terms of power scaling, I would say that he's roughly the same strength that he was when he fought Jiren in Ultra Instinct for the first time, which is very powerful. And that's already stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta and Kaioken times 20 Goku. And he's dabbling in the realms of the God of Destruction. In terms of the anime and the manga, he's not even close yet. But in terms of the anime, yes. So Beerus is very interested, and he could give Beerus a pretty good fight. I still think that Beerus is still stronger than him, and Goku doesn't have experience with God Ki yet, but we're going to jump into that. So, Goku would do his match with Beerus, and it was very intense. Goku would handle himself much better against Beerus. Now, in terms of power percentages and scaling and all that, we don't know, but Beerus was pretty impressed, as he wasn't in awe and shock that Goku surpassed him in the anime. Even when he went a second time into Ultra Instinct, the second time when he went into Ultra Instinct, Beerus was impressed. He was cracking his knuckles, and he really wanted to fight that version of Goku. So I think that Beerus probably could beat Goku, but I think it'll be a really tough battle, as Jiren was comparable to a God of Destruction. So Goku here is comparable to Beerus, to a degree. So when Goku and Beerus' fight would then go down, these two are insanely powerful. Now Goku's fight would be kind of similar, but Beerus is still going all out. This time around, Beerus does use 100% of his power, and Goku is getting overwhelmed, but he's still hanging in there. Goku is still getting used to the power, and before the fight could really get intense, he would then revert back to Super Saiyan 4. Beerus was not very happy, because right when the fight was getting really good, and Goku was able to land some solid hits on Beerus, making him bleed and giving him some battle damage, the fight ended. Goku lost the God power. But he did keep the essence of it, thus making his Super Saiyan 4 state a lot stronger, so Goku's not going to give up, or else Beerus will destroy the world. So Goku would continue pushing, attacking Beerus, and he would be able to kind of hold his own against Beerus a little bit longer. Beerus would then still fire a massive Hakai Ball right at Goku. Goku does not move this Hakai Ball out of the way, he'll be destroyed alongside with the whole planet Earth. So Goku was using everything in his strength to hold this Hakai Ball back. Now some people might ask, well, wouldn't Hakai kill him? Well, in the Dragon Ball lore, if you are relative to the God of Destruction's strength, you are able to hold back the Hakai power. We saw this when Vegeta was able to do it against Toppo. As Vegeta was comparative to Toppo in strength, he was actually able to hold back the Hakai. We also saw Goku survive being in a Hakai Ball, and Frieza in his golden form, even though it was a small amount, was able to negate the attack and control it and get rid of it. So yes, it is possible. If you are strong enough, you will be able to survive a Hakai attack. It still does severe damage to your body. Now, if you are way weaker, then the Hakai Ball will destroy you entirely. Well, Goku was struggling to hold this Hakai Ball back, and Beerus would then smirk at Goku until Goku would then almost fall unconscious. He would then see his family, his friends, telling Goku, begging for him to keep going. Goku would then burst back into Super Saiyan 5 one last time, destroying the Hakai Ball, but Goku was now in base form as he used up all of his energy. Beerus was surprised and he wondered what that power was. Goku honestly has no idea. And Beerus was very, very impressed. And he tells Goku that power like that, I knew you'd be my rival. And out of all the people I fought, you're my strongest foe. Beerus would not put Goku in second because of Monaka, because Goku's almost comparable to him. So Beerus is going to give him that respect. And Goku was very, very, very happy that he was able to push Beerus this far, and he unlocked a new realm of power. He was a bit unfortunate that he couldn't unlock it on his own, but he was happy that he was able to push Beerus this far. Now, Goku would then go unconscious, but Beerus would then help him bring him back down. Now, Goku would have been healed, and everything would have been fine. Now, Beerus, I think, would have still taken some Earth delicacies, but he was more than satisfied. He did use up a lot of energy in their fight. Remember, he's been sleeping for a long time, and he's kind of worn out. He's a little rusty, You know, he hasn't really had a fight like that in a long time, in millions of years. So he's going to go back to his planet now and go take a fat nap because he's tired. He does offer Goku to come along if he wishes to continue training, as he thinks that Goku could be a perfect rival for him. And the next time they fight, Beerus wants to go all out. He wants Goku to control this new Super Saiyan form. Now, they do call it Super Saiyan God, but I think since it looks comparative to Super Saiyan 4, Goku and them, we're just going to say we're going to call it Super Saiyan 5, just to make it simple. Vegeta wants to come along, of course, as he wants that power too. So, I think Goku and Vegeta would then leave early, and they would then leave with Beerus and Whis, heading towards the planet. So peace was finally restored. Now, they would of course go back and forth to the planet, as of course they need to get a lot of Earth delicacies, as per Bulma's wish, as she was trying to win Whis over so Whis would protect him in case Beerus blows up the planet. And so yeah, they're eating very good. Another thing as well is they would have a couple more months to train, as Vegeta was already training there for a few months. This would mean though that Goku is more ahead than Vegeta, as Vegeta needed those few months to train solely just with Whis, just to catch up to Goku, who was already way stronger because he absorbed some of that God's power, and his base form was comparative to that. Well, since Goku and Vegeta went at the same time, doing the chores, changing Beerus' sheets, and also giving him tuna, and also cutting grass, Goku's way stronger than Vegeta. Now, I think Vegeta would start to catch up a little bit, but nah, Goku's too far ahead. Now, when Goku and Vegeta do learn God Ki and how to access it, Vegeta is struggling to access Super Saiyan 5. The reason for that is because Goku did it the right way. Vegeta's trying to manually blend the two, not doing it the ritual way, which is making it very difficult for Vegeta to unlock it. And he comes to find out that he can't do it. You need to do it the ritual way to blend the energies together. That was the only way to unlock Super Saiyan 5. Now, Vegeta does unlock a new power. He unlocks Super Saiyan God, and pushing his training even further, as Goku and Vegeta now go down different paths. Goku does know about Super Saiyan God. He can access it if he wants to. So he can go Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan 4, or he can mix the two together and go Super Saiyan 5. Vegeta would then search for his own power. And I think Whis would then separate the two in terms of their training paths, as he would help Goku learn how to manage his Super Saiyan 5 power, as this is Beerus' request. While as for Vegeta, Vegeta would then go down the blue path, as he would unlock Super Saiyan Blue and push his power even further later on. So, in terms of power levels, Goku is still way stronger than Vegeta, but Vegeta is a lot more powerful since then. Now, another thing is, what about Frieza? Well, if Golden Frieza did come back and he trained for a couple of months, unfortunately it would not go very good for Frieza, as even the characters, you got Piccolo, Gohan, and the others, you even got Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, who have all unlocked their potential Unleashed forms, mind you, and they're still training. When Yamcha unlocked his new power, he did not follow a baseball career. He's still working on this power, as he's kind of doing what Tien's doing. He's exploring the world, and he is teaching students as well, so Yamcha has a better path. So when Frieza does show up, the Earthlings have their time to shine, because holy god, they are ridiculous. When they unlock their potential Unleashed forms, they would be able to fight Frieza head on, and the three of them would actually team up and fight Final Form Frieza. Now, in terms of Golden Frieza, that's where they would have a bit of a problem, because Frieza's stronger than they are, but because of their Earthling abilities, and they work so well together, if they all teamed up, on top of having Orange Piccolo jump in that match too, Orange Piccolo's no joke either, and having a Mystic Gohan, or potential Unleashed Gohan if you want, who has kept his training up, is ridiculous. Yeah, Frieza would get overwhelmed, since they're not like the average Goku and Vegeta who just fight Frieza by themselves. They will all gang up on Frieza, and they all fight very well in unison, because they're a great team up. So imagine if you had a potential Unleashed, a custom forms, Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, Gohan, and Piccolo, and you could even throw Gotenks in there if you want, but that's not going to happen. If they all jumped in on Frieza, even in his golden state, I think they would be able to manage. But I think the strongest person would definitely be Orange Piccolo, and I think Gohan would be right up next to him. I think Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien are a little bit weaker than them. Now, in terms of power scaling, these beings are stronger than Vegito by this point easily. And I would say they're about half the strength of a Super Saiyan God Goku originally. So if they all teamed up, they would actually hold their own okay against Frieza. Now imagine adding Gohan, who's stronger, and Piccolo, who's stronger than that. So yeah, if all 5 of them gang up on Frieza, they would be able to hold their own. Now, Frieza was struggling because his stamina problem. Now when Goku and Vegeta do step in, they would not initially jump in to fight Frieza first, as they want the Earthlings and Gohan and Piccolo to defend the Earth, especially Gohan, in case Goku's not around, or Saiyan, etc. Vegeta. So they would see that Frieza was starting to struggle because in this golden form, although he's way more powerful than them, remember too, Piccolo's a master tactician, he notes to Gohan and the others that Frieza is starting to lose his power slowly. They're starting to have a better chance. Now, mind you though, they are incredibly injured and very tired themselves, so I think Frieza would maybe still get the upper hand on him initially because of how tired they were. And I think this is when Goku and Vegeta could step in. But we're not going to do that this time. We're going to give the Earthlings and Gohan and Piccolo a time to shine. This is when Goku and Vegeta would not step in, as then Yamcha was killed. I know, hold on, hear me out. The reason why is because Frieza still was way more powerful than all of them, but he was getting tired and he was getting desperate. He would then kill the most powerful opponent, who was Piccolo. So Yamcha would then jump in, taking a death beam to the chest, and he would then fall over. And then this is when Frieza would, as this is right before Goku and Vegeta would then step in to go stop. Remember, Goku can just whisk Yamcha back. It's okay, everybody. But Yamcha was a hero because not only did he fight a golden Frieza, he also saved Piccolo's life. That's respectable. This is when I think Gohan would then see it, and he feels like he failed, as now Piccolo is going to be next. And Frieza would torture Piccolo. He would fire a death beam into his leg, his arm, kind of like what he did on Namek when he was in his third form. Gohan would snap. Gohan would then push his power to a new level. He would unlock Beast Gohan. Now, I know that his potential unleashed form is different than Mystic, and that's what people kind of compare the Beast form to Mystic. But in reality, the Beast form and Mystic are a little bit different. Gohan unlocked this form training more like a human. And that's the reason why he unlocked it. Meaning that it could be possible for other humans to get it. Wink, wink. But Gohan would then unlock the Beast form. And with this power, Goku and Vegeta were shocked. Even Beerus and Whis were very impressed by Gohan's power. Gohan's ridiculously strong by this point. Holy God. As a beast, in his beast form, he is comparable to, I would definitely say probably in the Tournament of Power level of strength, which is ridiculous, as makes sense. Beast form is an extremely powerful transformation. Gohan could go from Super Saiyan Blue level to being able to actually overpower a UI Goku. Not MUI, of course, he kind of mixed up Gohan, but still. And he was able to fight a Super Saiyan Broly pretty well, but their fight couldn't really get too deep since their fight had to be stopped. But yeah, Gohan's in that realm of power now. He's comparable to those guys. That goes to show you how strong Gohan has gotten. Gohan in this new form would absolutely mollywop Frieza around the sky. Frieza would get annihilated. Any attack that Frieza threw with punches and kicks and death beams, Frieza would even try blowing up the planet out of desperation. As you know, that's typical Frieza fashion. Gohan wouldn't have let it happen. Now, this is if the Frieza saga even happened. As if you guys have kept up this far, Goku has the Dragon Balls. So how would Frieza be able to be brought back to life? Now, one way that Frieza could be brought back to life is if they do use the other Dragon Balls that was used in the Granola arc. That's the only way that Frieza would be brought back to life. Another way is if someone who is living gives their soul up to Frieza. That's the only way that the Frieza arc could happen. Now, I was wondering if you guys would keep up this far for the Frieza arc. But yes, the Frieza arc technically would not happen since Frieza doesn't have the Dragon Balls. How would he be wished back? But you could argue and say that they do use the Dragon Balls from the Granola arc, and they use those to wish him back. Or you could say that they also go to Namek, and they force the Namekians to release the code. Could be possible. So that could also argue you how Frieza was able to be brought back to life to make this arc happen. But I just wanted to jump down this arc just for fun, just to show you how the Frieza arc would have gone if he would have been brought back to life. But you could argue and say in the comments down below that Frieza did because of the Dragon Balls. So I'm going to go down the Dragon Ball arc, and I'm going to say that Frieza was brought back with some of the Dragon Balls that were used from the Granola arc. As there has been shown, there are multiple Dragon Balls around the universe. So that's how Frieza was brought back. They just found them. So that could say how you ask for Frieza coming back. Well, Frieza would have been killed by Beast Gohan either way, or Frieza would have been killed by Goku and Vegeta even if he was brought back with other sets of Dragon Balls. And the arc could not have even happened potentially, so Gohan may not even unlock Beast. But we're going to say that Frieza was unlocked using another pair of Dragon Balls across the universe, the ones used from the Granola arc, so Frieza is brought back. Unfortunately for Frieza, he was Special Beam Cannon by Gohan, and he's dead, so he's not coming back. Now Goku would just wish Yamcha back to life, and everything's good to go. And no one was really killed, except for all the Frieza soldiers, but that's about it. So yeah, peace was finally brought back to the universe. Now, as for the Universe 6 and 7 arc, which would definitely happen, it would be a landslide. Because Beerus is way too confident, and he would explain that my warriors from Universe 7 would absolutely annihilate yours. Champa doesn't believe so, as he's a cocky, arrogant jerk. He thinks that his Universe 6 is most powerful. Well, when they do set up their matchup, the fights would kind of go similar. I believe that Goku would first fight Batamo, knock him out of the ring, and he would fight Frost. Now, Goku would still go Super Saiyan like he did before, beat up Frost. I think he would still be poisoned, knocked out of the ring. Frost would be disqualified once when Piccolo fights him. And you could say here that Piccolo could go into his potential Unleashed state and just one-shot Frost out of the ring. I do think that would be possible, because remember, they don't think that Frost is a fraud just yet. And I think that Frost will still hit Piccolo with the poison if Piccolo wraps his arm around him in his potential Unleashed state, ready to throw him out of the ring. I think what happened here is then Jacko would then see that, of course, he's cheating. So Frost was disqualified, but Vegeta states, no, I'll fight him. Piccolo's going to disqualify himself, isn't he? Piccolo states, yeah, I'll do that, because Vegeta has beef. Vegeta could not get his hands on Frieza, so Frost is close enough. He would one-shot Frost out of the ring, defeat him easily, and Goku was also brought back. Now, Vegeta's turn, though, was first, so he would still fight Kaba just like before, and Vegeta. Now, he would have defeated Vegeta as Super Saiyan, of course, just like before. He would have also defeated Kaba as well by helping Kaba still turn Super Saiyan. Now it's Hit's turn. No, Vegeta does not have Blue Evolution. He's still not learning that power just yet. But when he goes into Super Saiyan Blue, he made a fatal mistake. When he showed Kaba Super Saiyan Blue before. People don't know this, and some people do, but Super Saiyan Blue is a very powerful transformation, obviously. The one bad side of Super Saiyan Blue is the stamina usage. It's really bad. So when you actually transform in and out of the form, at least one time or more, you will only use 1/3 of the actual strength of Super Saiyan Blue. Whis and Vados have even stated this, mainly Whis. And so this is why when Vegeta fought Hit, he was completely outclassed. But Goku was able to survive more hits from Hit because of how stronger Goku was. Vegeta was already tired. He already fought through Vegeta, Kaba. He even turned Super Saiyan Blue off and on. So yeah, Hit was just overpowering Vegeta, and Vegeta was not ready for Hit's technique. He's never seen it. So yeah, Vegeta would get defeated just like before. I think it'll be a little bit more struggle for Hit to knock him out because Vegeta's stronger. He's been fighting a stronger version of Goku. But I think he would still do pretty well. I wouldn't say he would land a hit, but he would be really close. Now, you could say that when he did lean in for that gut punch against Hit, he might still hit him, but Hit would still hit Vegeta with a powerful attack, and Vegeta would have been knocked out. The fight would have been a little bit better, but I think Vegeta would still lose. Now, with Goku, though, he saw how Hit fights, and he knows how that technique works. So when he goes down, he would fight Hit in base form first. Then he would turn into a Super Saiyan God. And you could even say he turns Super Saiyan 4 next, then God, which is stronger. And then Beerus would then tell Goku to stop holding back and show me real power. Goku would say fine, and Goku would then go into his Super Saiyan 5 state. This would then shock everybody, as Goku's gotten way stronger since then. As now he's comparative to his second or third time he went Ultra Instinct against Jiren. He's way stronger. Goku here would absolutely dominate Hit in their match. I think Hit would still try hitting him a few times with his time skip abilities, and Goku was still learning it, but it wasn't really doing any damage to Goku. Even in his vital points, it wasn't really damaging him that much. Once when Goku figures it out, he was way too fast for Hit, and he would have annihilated him. Punches and kicks would have knocked him out of the ring. Even a single strike, I think, would have knocked him out of the ring. A perfect punch to the stomach, Hit would have been knocked out like how Manaka punched him. Just a bit less impactful. Now, the Hit was knocked out of the ring, though. Beerus was now the winner, but he would still use the Super Dragon Balls to wish Champa's Earth back. I honestly don't know why if Goku has the Dragon Balls, why doesn't he just wish Champa's Earth back as well? Pretty unique wish. But anyway, Beerus would still use Super Dragon Balls to do so. Now, this is when Zeno would still appear, Goku would still befriend Zeno, and they would then become best friends. Now, mind you, of course, though, remember too, Goku was excited and he wanted to do another tournament, obviously, because it's Goku we're all talking about here. And Zeno was 100% down to do this. So they would be down to do another tournament. So, but that's later on. Now, what about the Goku Black arc? Now, I know that some people get irritated with me when they want me to mix a custom Goku Black in there. It's like, let's say Goku Black takes the body of this version of Goku. I've never really seen that making sense, and this is not because I don't like Goku Black. If it's a cool story, I'll do it. But it doesn't realistically make sense, because there's only one version of this Goku. So if Goku Black takes that body, then that version of Goku would be non-existent. He would just turn as Zamasu's body, and then he would have been killed. So Goku Black, remember the timelines are very confusing, but Goku Black took a version of Goku's body, not the main continuity of Goku. There's only one what-if string timeline that's disconnected from the others. There's the main continuity. There is a branch that goes off that is Trunks' timeline. There's the other branch that's a copy of that timeline because Venom destroyed Trunks', so they found a copy. Then there's the branch that's on the other side that is my custom what-if timeline. So if Goku Black took Goku's body from that only one string what-if timeline, then Goku would be non-existent. So there wouldn't be a Goku to continue the what-if arc. Goku Black would have won. So Goku Black would take one of the timelines of Goku from the other one. So it's still the original Goku Black and Evil Zamasu. Now, one thing though, Goku would still beat Zamasu in their little matchup. That would have happened the same. Jumping back a little bit, Trunks would have still survived and made it to this what-if timeline like he did before, since he has the same coordinates like before. He did not go to the main continuity timeline, he went to this one. Now, mind you, of course, Trunks would then try to hit Goku, but then they would kind of get over it. Goku would then show Trunks Super Saiyan 4, and Trunks thinks that you're definitely strong enough to beat Goku Black. Speak of the devil, Goku Black appears shortly afterwards. Goku and Goku Black would have a little battle. Goku's in Super Saiyan 2, and Goku's, him and Goku Black are going at it, but they're about dead even. The fight couldn't really continue because Goku Black was forced back into that future timeline. Now, when Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta, when they all go to that future timeline, if you remember originally, Vegeta got arrogant and he went blue, but the problem is Goku Black stabbed them with the sword because they weren't ready for it. And true, if Goku Black did unlock Rose and Vegeta was mortally wounded, Goku can use the Dragon Balls. Remember, he still has it, so he would then use the Dragon Balls to instantly heal Vegeta. This is when Goku does have one more wish, but save it for later in case they need it. So Goku would initially go up to fight Goku Black, and he would probably go Super Saiyan 4, then go Super Saiyan God against Rose Black, and he is comparable to him. When he goes Super Saiyan 5, he's way stronger than Goku Black. I still think that Zamasu would still appear just like before, and he is immortal by the Dragon Balls. They know that they're in some trouble because Zamasu can just keep coming at them. But worry about that later. Goku Black and Zamasu see that they are severely outclassed, so they would fuse and emerge Zamasu. Now Goku knows that he needs as much help as possible, so he would then put his hand on Trunks, and he would use his last wish. I know it might seem silly, but Goku's not the smartest guy. He would then use his last wish, and he would then unlock Trunks' pool of potential. Trunks would then begin powering up into this new state that he's in, and the form for Trunks, I would genuinely say, is, I think we all know what it's about to be. Trunks would then grow a tail, and Trunks would then unlock Super Saiyan 4. I know, but this is because when you unlock the potential of a Saiyan with Shenron's magic, aka Demon Realm magic, well then that means that, you unlock Super Saiyan 4, apparently. And Trunks, I think, is definitely strong enough to definitely unlock it. Goku stated that he just couldn't get past that wall. But Trunks is definitely strong enough, and he has so much inner potential. Same with Vegeta. I think that father like son, he would be able to unlock it. And I know that he's also a half Saiyan as well. Some people might argue and say, well, what about Gohan? Why didn't Gohan get Super Saiyan 4? Well, it's because Gohan is different. And also, too, he's not even remotely close to as strong as Trunks is. And Trunks also has way more potential built up within his body. Gohan's been training, and that's why Gohan sort of unlocked more of a potential unleashed for him. So Trunks, and also plot induced, Trunks would then unlock Super Saiyan 4, and he would look really cool. His fur was a little bit more purple, was a bit more bluish in color, but it was super cool, and Trunks was ready to go. Now, how powerful is this version of Trunks? He is stronger than he was when he was in his Super Saiyan Rage form, a lot more powerful, so he is able to keep up. Now, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks was comparable to like a Super Saiyan God Goku. He was a little bit weaker than Blue. This version of Super Saiyan 4, he's actually caught up to Vegeta, and he's actually able to keep up with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and more. So, Trunks with Vegeta would then try and attack Merge Zamasu, but it wouldn't work. Merge Zamasu's too strong. This is when Goku would then go full power, and he would then fly in, attacking Zamasu. The fight was pretty intense, as Zamasu was very powerful, but against Goku, Zamasu's in some trouble. Because Goku, I believe, is still superior to Zamasu. He would then overpower him, and Zamasu was beginning to mutate and grow larger in size. This is when Trunks was then building up all the energy within his sword, just like before, getting all the energy, so basically making a Spirit Bomb sword, as he somehow learned it, while Goku was beating the heck out of Merge Zamasu. But the problem was Merge Zamasu's half immortal, so he just is continuing to grow stronger. Trunks was able to then slice Merge Zamasu in half and completely destroy his entire body. One downside, Zamasu would then surround the whole universe. Goku would still use the Zeno button, the scenes would then go the same, they would then send Trunks to a copy timeline, and everything was back to normal. They would have then went back, and things would have been peaceful. So it would have been a lot less turmoil. Sadly, there was no fusion, as Goku could have fused with Vegeta, but in reality, they don't need it. Super Saiyan 5 Goku. If Zamasu didn't have the immortality issue, Goku would have killed him and defeated him in their own match. Now, cutting past the Goku Black arc, we are now going to jump into the Tournament of Power. I know there's some small arcs like the Copy Vegeta arc, that's irrelevant, whatever. Well, as for the Tournament of Power, Beerus is very cocky. I mean, their team is stacked up. It's ridiculous. And even if Goku went to go get Frieza, I don't think they need him. As, holy moly, you have the Earthlings that are relative to blue level or God to blue level by this point. So you have Tien, Krillin, Yamcha that are relative to blue level because they're still training intensely, getting stronger in this form. Then you got Orange Piccolo, Beast Gohan, a Super Saiyan 5 Goku, who is already in the realm of his MUI state in terms of power because he's gotten stronger from the Zenkai that he got from Zamasu, and he's also training. Then you got Vegeta, who is Super Saiyan Blue, but we'll talk about him in a minute. He might have another form we're talking about. And so on and so forth. So, and of course you would have Android 18, Android 17. 17's the MVP. Apparently he's blue level, which I don't think so, but he's still the MVP. And you would have somebody like Master Roshi or somebody step up. Master Roshi's pretty powerful too. So they would have all the team that they need. They don't need anyone else. So Frieza would not be needed. So Frieza's still rotting in hell, so that would pretty much go the same. So now, since that was done though, it would be a landslide. And I was pausing for more impactfulness, but yeah, it'll be a landslide. Unfortunately, they would have no chance. The only person that will kind of give them fights is Toppo, Jiren. Maybe Anilaza and Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, but that's about it. I mean, Gohan would blitz through Super Saiyan 2 Kefla in his beast form. It would be laughable. I mean, literally no one can beat them. I mean, even Beast Gohan can fight Jiren and potentially beat him in their matchup. So, yeah, what in the hell is Universe 11 and them going to do? They realize that they're cooked, that there's no way that they're going to win. So, yeah, Universe 7 would annihilate the whole team. I would probably say that maybe you would have, like, Roshi be knocked out because, he would do pretty well, fighting off some people. But he's old, so he would be stepped out. And maybe you could say, when they're all fighting Universe 7, it would be really cool if you had Krillin, Tien or Yamcha fight Toppo or they could all team up and fight Anilaza. That would be really cool. And they do defeat Anilaza, but they are knocked out of the ring. And they did really well, though. It's phenomenal. But against something like Anilaza is ridiculous. Gohan would have blitzed through Kefla. It would have been a landslide. And I think Vegeta would still push past Blue Evolution, which he would have already had the form. So yeah, Vegeta would still have Blue Evolution. He would have defeated Toppo. He was pretty wounded, and I think I think Piccolo might even have a match against Hit, or Jiren could knock out Hits, whatever. But I think when Jiren first was told to go attack Goku because he's the most dangerous, Goku would just go Super Saiyan 5, and he would beat the heck out of Jiren because he's way stronger now. I think this would then push Jiren to his limit, making him go into Limit Breaker. And with Limit Breaker, of course, he would easily knock out, everyone else in his way except Goku. As Goku is using the full power of Super Saiyan 5, he would be able to knock out Jiren, but I could even argue that they might knock out each other because it's a pretty close fight. Goku is comparative to MUI. But I think that Goku, with the help of the others, aka Gohan, and Orange Piccolo, who's gotten way more powerful too, they would all be able to team up and defeat Jiren. And now that he was defeated, they would just bliss through everybody else, and the Universe 7 would then win. It would be a landslide victory. Now, since Frieza was never brought back, Broly would never technically show up. The only way that Broly would show up is if Chi-Lai and Lemmo do find Broly and Paragus. Paragus would then find out that there are Saiyans on Earth, and one of them is Vegeta, if he finds out some way. Because soldiers would talk about how Frieza went to Earth, and Vegeta and them was there, and he was defeated. Paragus could find out about it technically, and I think it'll be a pretty cool little interaction, but I think it would be a lot cooler if Chi-Lai, Lemmo, Broly, and Paragus had their own story arc, to where they would travel around the universe, and I believe that Paragus would probably, I wouldn't say be backstabbed by Broly, but I think Broly would then turn on Paragus, because Paragus is trying to control him. I think that Chi-Lai and Lemmo would become his best friends, and Broly would realize that when Paragus is controlling him, Broly would break the collar, and I think Paragus would then try to hurt Broly's friends. Remember, he would do a lot of things to try and control Broly. And I think Broly would then make the sacrifice of getting rid of his father. And I know that's a crazy story, but if you think about it, if it's a whole build-up storyline of that happening, Broly has now broken the shackles of his father. His father was just using him and kind of treated him like a slave. It's not right. And even if Paragus did live, Broly would just leave him on planet Vappa. And then you could even have Paragus die against Ba, and Ba could eat him, whatever. And now Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemmo, they would then travel around the universe, and they would just do their own thing, scavenging, maybe even becoming bounty hunters, because they got Broly. He can one-shot everybody. And it would be cool if they still land on Earth, though, and they still meet Goku and the others, and Broly would then fight Goku or Vegeta. So it would be under different circumstances. They would not be searching for the Dragon Balls, and et cetera, et cetera. So Frieza can wish himself to be like a meter taller. Well, then you would have Broly fighting Goku. Broly would not lose control as badly, since he is fighting more people, and with Chi-Lai and Lemmo there, he is a bit more calm. He could go Akari, but I think Goku would easily defeat Broly. But he would then offer to train Broly and bring Chi-Lai and Lemmo along, so they would then all go to Beerus' world to help Broly control this inner power, and for Broly to become even stronger, as Broly has so much inner potential. Now, past the Broly movie, what about the Moro arc, and the superhero movie, and Granola? Well, in terms of the Moro arc, Moro is still very dangerous, as remember here, Goku, you could say he might start to learn Ultra Instinct, but I want to stick with the more primal path for Goku. And as for Vegeta, remember too, the cast is so much more powerful. I think that Goku would have still defeated Moro, and Moro would have still been defeated. With the help of Beerus training Goku, Goku could even learn how to use Ultra Instinct in his base form, or you could say that his class is a technique, that he could use it in Super Saiyan 5 if he wanted to make him more broken. And he would, in the end result, they would have defeated Moro. Moro would not have a chance. The cast is just too strong. Goku's way too strong. He's already stronger than he is as MUI, or perfected UI, in a Super Saiyan 5 state. So, yeah, Moro would have been defeated. Now, since Moro's defeated, though, what about the Granola arc? Well, Granola arc wouldn't happen because he's not searching for revenge to beat Frieza. If he is still searching for revenge to beat the Saiyans, it wouldn't go well for him, because while true, he might be stronger than Goku in them initially when they fight, Vegeta would have Ultra Ego by this point. He would be able to catch up to Goku pretty well now, but Goku's still superior to him. He would start aging very rapidly, similar to how Gas did, and if Gas tried making the same wish, he would just die faster too, because he's even stronger than that. So the Heaters would have been defeated. Now you could also do one thing as well. Goku now has 3 wishes because he's trained the Dragon Magic to be even stronger. Goku can just wish for them to lose the wish, making them the most powerful being in the universe. He can just reverse the wish, as his Dragon Ball magic is way superior to them that one. And now people are talking about Dragon Ball Daima. The events of Dragon Ball Daima, if they were all reverted to kids, and you would have the new King of the Demon Realm, as he would have the third eye and become very powerful. Goku already has Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan 5. Now, if you do say Super Saiyan 5, which I know that Daima's technically placed before Battle of the Gods, so if he doesn't have Super Saiyan 5, even as a Super Saiyan 4, and Vegeta has Super Saiyan 4, they would easily defeat him. They would easily defeat Goma. And they could also do the fusion and wipe him out pretty quickly. And Bulma can also threaten to never take a bath with Vegeta again, and he would unlock a new power and probably beat him anyway. So yeah, Daima would pretty much go a lot faster because of how much stronger the cast is. They already have Super Saiyan 4. Now imagine Goku and Vegeta teaming up using Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, Goma's cooked. There's no way they'll be able to beat, there's no way he'd be able to beat them. Now cutting back forward though, as for the Granola arc, that would have already been over. What about the Black Frieza arc? Black Frieza arc would never happen since Frieza was never wished back to life. Also to mind you as well, for the superhero movie, I think it was to kind of go a little similar with them trying to kidnap Pan and Cell Max would still be released. The Gammas would have been beaten pretty fast, but they would have spared them since it was a misunderstanding. Now Cell Max, if he was still released, Gohan and Piccolo are stronger and they already have their max forms. Orange Piccolo and Beast form. Gohan would just Special Beam Cannon Cell and he would have killed him since Gohan's still just as powerful, if not stronger. So yeah, Cell Max would have then lost. And that is it for this series, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down below about the series, as I had a ton of fun making it. And if you guys have made it this far, I know I talked about it before, but I do have a new goal on top of the YouTube channel. As a YouTube channel, I want to break 50,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Also, if you made it this far, do hashtag DragonForce in the comments below. If you guys also do have Discord, I know some people on mobile struggle because they cannot click on the link, but if you guys do have Discord, check out the link down below, or it's on the beginning of the screen there. At the beginning of the video, you guys can type in it manually to check out my Discord. My new goal for Discord, as currently in my Discord officially, we have over 154 members. Adding in the bots is 161. But I'm trying to get the rest of those 40 plus members, and I want to break 200 members on Discord. It's been growing rapidly. It's only been about 8 to 9 days since I started advertising the server more, and we have gotten over 80 to 90 people in that short span of time. So if you guys want to go support me and get behind the scenes stuff as well, as actually a couple days ago, some people can attest to this, I actually did a normal voice chat call where I showed people how to make what if videos, how to make thumbnails, and how to write scripts. So if you guys are looking at wanting to become a content creator and you guys want personal tips from me and ask me, then you guys can come join the Discord. We can chat, we can talk, and you can meet tons of other content creators as well. And you can also promote your YouTube channel and videos freely. That would help out your channel and boost it even further. So if you guys want to check that out, check out the Discord down below in the description or in the beginning of the video, and you guys will be involved in the Dragon Force community. Thank you all so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Let's get to 50,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.
Go team.